New Albany man is facing charges in connection to a shooting at a gas station. New Albany Police Chief Todd Bailey said it happened around 4 a.m. on Friday at the Circle K on Charlestown Road. When officers arrived at the scene, they found a man with a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital where police say he is expected to survive. Hours after the shooting, Chief Bailey says police arrested and charged 24-year-old Davin Alexander in connection to that shooting. He's charged with aggravated battery. And LMPD is investigating after a man was found dead in the St. Denis neighborhood. An LMPD spokesperson says officers responded to Cane Run Road near the Greenbelt around 4:30 Friday morning. Police found the man who appeared to have a gunshot wound, and they're treating this as a death investigation. Well, this morning, cleanup efforts continuing after severe weather on 4th of July. The National Weather Service has confirmed 2 tornadoes touched down in Kentuckiana. One was an EF1 in West Louisville with a 95-mile-per-hour wind speed, and the other an EF0 with winds up to 85 miles per hour in Harrison County, Indiana. WH11's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie show us the damage that remains in southern Indiana.
When I came home, my mouth was hanging open. I'm not gonna lie, I was not ready for that.
Blaine Whitaker found her car shed destroyed in pieces and trees down in her yard after an EF0 tornado hit Gordon, Indiana Thursday afternoon.
Definitely glad I wasn't home. I think I would have been scared because everything was flying around.
Whitaker took shelter at her parents' home during the tornado.
It could have been a lot worse, but I got off pretty easily for what it could have been.
It's bizarre for her to look at the protection that once covered her vehicle, now ruined.
Luckily, my car wasn't here, or it also would have been destroyed.
You can see just how heavy the winds were. The shed was originally right here, but it ended up landing over here.
The National Weather Service reported winds up to 85 miles per hour.
I feel like the tornado basically kind of lifted it up and kind of threw it against the house a little bit.
Down the street from Whitaker, crews were working to remove an uprooted tree that landed on top of a home. The couple who lives here didn't want to go on camera, but told us they were watching TV in the living room when the tree fell.
We don't get many tornadoes around this area, so it was definitely a shock. We didn't even know it was a tornado until it was confirmed later.
Luckily, no injuries have been reported.
Definitely glad that everything and everybody's okay, and all the neighbors and people around me are okay too.
Now Whitaker is counting on her family to help her clean up the debris.
The backside's just laid over a little bit.
In Harrison County, Taylor Woods, WHAS11 on your side.
And here in Louisville, one man told us he's surprised the tornado hit the neighborhood where he lives. That's the Parkland neighborhood.
You don't think it's going to hit the West End. You just don't think it's going to hit down here. It's always on the outskirts, near Louisville. It never comes through here.
And yesterday, Governor Andy Beshear joined state and city leaders in West Louisville. They say they saw the damage and talked with residents. Even though there were about a dozen structures damaged, there were no injuries.
We're thankful that we have avoided the worst with this severe weather. But there is damage, and damages to homes, damage to trees, the fences that are down. Those are really important to each individual homeowner. And so while we are blessed that there were no injuries, we take very seriously the damage that has occurred.
Now, of course, many people questioning why the tornado sirens did not sound in West Louisville. According to Mayor Craig Greenberg, the storm got so severe so fast, the warning did not have time to register.
The way our siren systems work is that once the National Weather Service puts out a warning, that is when our siren system is triggered. Because this all happens so quickly and without warning, that does not happen often, but unfortunately that's what happened yesterday, and so that's why sirens did not go off.
And next week, Metro government is offering free storm debris drop-off. Starting on Monday, you can drop off your tree debris at Solid Waste Management Services on Meriwether Avenue from 2 until 6 p.m. The site is set to remain open through Saturday, July 13th.